Will I be the a-hole for refusing to raise my husband's affair children after he and his mistress died in a car crash? I, 45F, was married to my husband, 49M, for 23 years. Since 2020, he had been cheating on me with a 20-year-old woman. I only found out earlier this year when she gave birth to twin boys in March. That's when everything came crashing down. Naturally, we started the divorce process. It's been slow, mostly because we had shared properties and finances, and he'd been using our joint account to fund his affair. Just as we were nearing the end of that process, tragedy struck. My husband and the woman he cheated with were both killed in a car accident. The twins miraculously survived. Now both sides of the family are scrambling. Neither set of grandparents can take in the twins permanently. His parents are in assisted living, he has no siblings, and his only aunt declined. On her side, the parents aren't equipped to raise them long-term, and her only sibling lives overseas. Since we were still legally married and he never updated his will, all of his assets go to me and our 2 teenage daughters, 14 and 16. I've already decided to give the remaining $25K from the shared account to whoever becomes the boy's guardian. That's as far as I'm willing to go. But now, pressure is mounting, mostly from my in-laws, the mistress's parents, and even my own mother. They all want me to take the boys in, and I can't. I'm already a single mom to 2 teens. I don't have the energy, emotional space, or desire to raise 2 babies, especially not the result of an affair that destroyed my family. I wouldn't love them equally, and I know resentment would fester. It wouldn't be fair to them, or to my girls. The affair didn't just break my heart, it changed my husband into someone cruel. He became verbally abusive and tried to kick me out of my childhood home, which isn't even shared property. The girls saw it all unfold. They hate their father for what he did, and they want nothing to do with the twins. They even refused to visit him in the final months. Most of my friends support my decision. But my mother is trying to guilt me into raising them, and I can't lie. It hurts not to have her support. I need to make a decision soon, or the boys will go into foster care. Right now, they're temporarily staying with their maternal grandparents. I feel guilty, but I'm certain I cannot raise them. Would I be the asshole if I said no? Small update. After careful thought and discussions with my lawyer and daughters, I've decided to officially decline guardianship. I'll inform the grandparents and pass along any contacts for private adoptions or fostering that kind people have shared, but I won't be involved beyond that. I will consult my lawyer to determine if the twins have a legal claim to any inheritance. If they do, we'll set up something accordingly. If not, I'll still make sure they receive the $25K I set aside for them. But that's the limit. I need to focus on my girls. They've already lost their father and need my full attention. Second update. I met with the grandparents yesterday. I made my stance clear. I will not be taking in the twins. My ML almost slapped me when I said it. Thankfully, we were in public and my FIL intervened. The mistress's parents pleaded, called me selfish. I snapped. I told them the only selfish people here were my husband and their daughter. For the affair. For destroying our family. I warned them not to contact me again, or I'd pursue legal action. Then I blocked all further communication. I also found out my in-laws had been manipulating my daughters, telling them they'd need to transfer to public school and give up their rooms so the twins could move in. That I'd use their college funds for the babies. I had no idea. My daughters didn't tell me until recently because they didn't want to burden me. That was the final straw. My daughter's well-being is my top priority. I told them no one decides their future but me and them. I reassured them, no babies will be moving in, and they're staying in their school. I also made it clear their father's actions were not their fault, or the twins. But it's okay if they need time to heal. We're going to make the house feel more like ours. Turn my husband's old office into a gaming room, take down some old pictures, start fresh. For context, my girls were the ones who discovered the affair. He took them to the hospital to meet the twins and told them to keep it a secret. Instead, they came straight to me. After that, he turned cold to them too. That betrayal runs deep. Tiny update. I met with my lawyer again. Unless a DNA test is done, the twins have no legal inheritance claim. Even with one, their claim would likely be limited to whatever's in my husband's personal savings or the life insurance, both of which went to his parents. Our shared assets? Legally mine now, and my lawyer advised against giving the boys anything else because it might be seen as assuming responsibility, something that could be used to pressure me into guardianship. I'll be using the shared account funds for my daughter's college instead. Final update, hopefully. CPS has now officially taken custody of the twins from their maternal grandparents. They'll be placed into foster care while a long-term plan is figured out. Unfortunately, their grandparents and my mother ambushed me at work to scream at me. This whole mess has made me consider moving altogether for my daughter's sake. To top it off, I got a call from CPS saying someone submitted my info as interested in adopting the twins. I shut that down fast, explained everything, and they apologized. And this morning, I got served. My in-laws are suing for grandparents' rights and custody of the twins. They're supposedly planning to leave assisted living to buy a house and raise them. It's a mess, but this is where I step off. I've done all I can, and more than many in my situation would have. If you think she did the right thing, hit that like button. It helps more than you know.